An arm's length of the conference leaders, that in itself is an accomplishment at this point in the season.
You know, I thought maybe they'd have it in them to actually join those leaders this season. But you're right, it's still nice work considering where they are.
And let's go straight over to the sideline for a report before they tip off. Hey, Allie.
Thanks, B.A. Well, Tobias Harris may not be an all-star, but he is on that level. His teammate Ben Simmons said, people just take for granted how talented he is. To us, he's an all-star. He's one of the guys who can get it done and go get a bucket. He's a big-time player.
Harris, a big part of their success, Allie. Thanks for that. Well, here we are in mid-season now, Grant. How do players mentally cope with the grind of an NBA season?
You know, that's a good question, B.A. I mean, you have to find ways to take your mind off of things as a team. Having outlets helps distract you. It's so important for players as they endure the lengthy season.
Now Atlanta starting five. Collins at the 4 with Capella at center. Young and Herder, the 1 and the 2. And it's Luau Cabarro in at the small forward position. And for the 76ers, Green and Harris, the forwards. Seth Curry is out there with Maxey. And it's Embiid in at center. And it's the Hawks to start out. Here's Young. Going inside. Missed it. Now 0 for 1 on this game. Here's Maxey, guarded by Young. To the paint. Embiid against Young. Offensive rebound. And Embiid throws it down.
I know it's a tall task, but you got to box out Embiid. It's really that simple, because if you don't, he's going to make you pay.
Collins passes to Young. Driving to the basket. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim. And no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
And talk about a guy betting on himself. Now, John Collins turned down a big contract prior to last season. It all worked out in his favor as he signed an even bigger one to stay with the Hawks. He's firmly planted as part of this team's young core.
Herder gets the bucket.
Nice passing instincts from Young. Quickly moving the ball to a guy with a wide open look.
Pass to Embiid. Here's Maxey, guarded by Young. And Maxey, here we go. And that one is hammered home.
What a finish. I mean, he just took over himself.
What a show of power right there from the point guard. Man, sweet.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
First quarter, just about 2 minutes in. Embiid's shot is good.
You see why they go to Embiid in close. I mean, he's more than capable of getting it in the hoop.
Outside Young. There's the drive. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
Here's Maxey. Pass to Harris. Now here's Green. Now Embiid. Collins defending. Just 5 on the clock. Embiid, good.
You think that Embiid would always go inside, but with his stroke, the mid-range is a good option too.
Capella in the high post. Collins outside. Pass to Herder. From downtown. Rebound by the 76ers. Coming into this, having notched a win against Boston in their last game.
And it's just so hard to stop them when they're scoring at that level. They were efficient and didn't let up at all.
Well, it's really hard to stop them when they're in a groove offensively, and they were in a comfort zone all game long in that one.
Outside Young. Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. That one goes in. For Philadelphia, they've gone 4 of 6 in the first quarter. And Philadelphia calls time here.
You got to applaud Trae Young's hustle out there on the floor. I mean, he plays a lot of minutes, but he maintains a high energy level all game long.
And the 76ers going with a whole new group out there. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gallinari, he's checked in for Collins. Reddish comes in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Williams is checked in for Herter. And Wright subbed in for Trae Young. Well, plenty of give and take so far.
There's 6 lead changes already. Both teams came to play.
Wright, the pass to Capella. Inside. And the slam dunk by Capella.
How about the force from Clint Capella? When he's got good position inside, he's throwing it down.
Pass to Drummond. Down low. Here's Niang. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
His playmaking is something to watch. Threading that pass right in there.
Right against Milton. A minute and a half left in the first quarter here. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
Man, the defender really went after him.
Yeah, if you're going to foul, then make sure that you don't give a chance for the and one.
All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Philadelphia?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Another aspect of their game that's been super so far tonight is how they've been sharing the ball and piling up the assist.
First one falls for him. Jang, he's checked in for the Hawks. No good on the second free throw.
They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Pass to Thibault. Here's Milton. And here's Drummond. Jang pulls it in.
Boy, he's much better than that. Really no excuse for missing that lay-in.
That's good from Gallinari on the assist by Wright.
And now almost all their points coming from the paint.
There's 49 seconds left in the first. Niang, that's good.
They're playing great team basketball. It's good movement and sharp, crisp passing.
Purposeful passing it is, partner. Their last 10 points have all come off assists.
Now put your head down and go to work. That's what they need to do.
Yeah, these teams trading punches right now. I mean, it's table tennis. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Thibault. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. And he's going for the lob. And Drummond with the jam.
And I like the timing that Drummond has on these alley-oops. That's not as easy as he makes it look. He knows precisely when to leave the ground to receive the pass and finish it off.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and the game clock. Williams with it. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. Shoots over Thibault. That one a little long.
Hey, sometimes the best looks don't equate to points.
Tie game and some big points being put on the board as we wrap up the first. After this break, we'll be back with the start of the second quarter on 2K Sports. And you asked Joel Embiid. He's not satisfied with the way he's playing recently.
I think I need to, be more aggressive. Just look to impose myself, just look to dominate. I guess I need to go back to having fun and just dominate.
I guess the process continues, Grant.
And with big men, it's got to be a team effort. You got to feed him the rock, BA, inside and help him get it going.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from the Sixers, what do you guys think?
Well, it looks like hitting the boards hard was an emphasis of their attack. They knew how valuable it was to do so.
Yeah, and when a team establishes an edge on the glass early, it really sets things up for the rest of the game.
And Atlanta, looking at who they've got. Cam Reddish is out there with Danilo Gallinari. Then it's Gorgui Dieng. Then it's DeLon Wright. And it's Williams in at the 2 spot. Now Philadelphia with it. After this game, they can look forward to Washington, where they'll match up against the Wizards. It'll be the start of a 3-game trip on the road. Drummond's gone 1 for 3 from the field here. Williams misses.
Defensively, pick your poison. That time, they gambled off the right guy.
Pass to Korkmaz. Outside Thibault. Clock at 6. Late clock. The Sixers need to put one up here. Niang. The Sixers again can't hit. And for Atlanta, their shooting has been great this game. 58%. And the ball out of play. The Sixers will have it. Well, you were Rookie of the Year back in 1995, Grant. For young guys coming into the league, how difficult are expectations right out of the gate?
Well, rookies these days are way younger than when I played. I mean, I was 22 my first year in the league after 4 years in college. So, I think we have to give these young players time to develop and learn how to become great in the NBA.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Hey, Brian. The Hawks went on a tear last season after naming Nate McMillan their interim head coach. After he won Eastern Conference Coach of the Month and helped guide them to the franchise's first playoff run in 4 seasons, it seemed inevitable that he'd become the head coach long term. Guys?
Nothing new for him, Allie. Good stuff there. Here's Young. No good off the front rim.
And give him credit. He tried for the fadeaway over the taller defender. Good move. Bad result. His hang time on the rim puts a sweet cherry on top, BA.
It's a close game, and those displays of explosiveness can jumpstart a team.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
You want to take away the shooting of Young, but in the pick and roll, Trey can dish it effectively.
Pass to Maxey. Takes it inside, and he dunks it down.
And one move ahead of the defense. A solid pick.
And then the monster dunk to complete the play. Well done.
Boy, picture-perfect teamwork that time, guys. One guy sacrificing for the other. That's how you succeed in this league.
Here's Maxey. After the Hawks picking up a basket just moments ago. Back to Embiid. And Embiid throws it down.
Pick and roll comes fairly easily to Embiid. Taking what the defense gives him, he's a pretty intelligent baller.
Outside Young. With some arc. Good on the shot. Young's got 10 points.
Terrific design and execution, leading to an opportunity right at the rim.
Pass to Embiid. And he makes it on the layup. Embiid's got 4 points this quarter.
Impressive. Their ball movement has been excellent tonight. We talk about Embiid's surge in production, but it doesn't end there. He said, I want to push my teammates to be better and lead by example.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And many great players eventually realize that we is greater than me.
Yeah, Embiid's main point to this team is play the right way, because that's what you can control. He is intelligent, vocal, and selfless.
And your Sixers dance team. Your Sixers dance team.
And the 76ers with some changes. Green's checked in for Korkmaz, and it's Curry in for Thibault. Capella in the high post. It's Herder on the wing. Embiid with the nice defensive effort.
You gotta love how they've been crashing the boards, fighting hard for every miss.
I certainly do. You know, I like to see guys do their work inside. Their rebounding has been excellent, and that's always important in a close game.
Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot, looking for his first basket still in this one. The three is up. Kept alive. And it's Capella with the jam.
Well, I tell you what, Clint Capella does a really good job of playing with such energy and effort, particularly on the glass, and because of that, he can hurt you on the boards.
Now here's Embiid. 10 points for him. 1:25 left to play in the second quarter. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Sends it home from three-point land. And the Hawks lead by 1. Well, it's certainly been a roller coaster ride.
You do me one, I'll do you one better. It feels like we have a lead change every few possessions.
And Harris throws it down.
Not settling for the layup. Sometimes you got to go strong, and Harris gets the chance to stuff it there. He didn't let it slip by him.
Collins outside. There's 47 seconds left to play in the second quarter. 5 to shoot. Outside Herder. From outside, off the mark. The 76ers have gotten 6 of their 12 attempts to go since the end of the first. On the wing, Green. Pass to Embiid. That's basket number 6 in 8 tries.
He's getting it done offensively, making winning plays at every turn.
Here's Young. Nails it. He's now 6 for 8 from the floor.
And although Young is a smaller guard, he doesn't lack confidence, even amongst the trees.
Pass to Embiid. Shoots over Capella. Off the left rim and out. And the first half comes to a conclusion in a game that's been very close so far. The Sixers on top, up 1. We'll take a quick break and then get you back to the action.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello again, folks. Ernie Johnson here with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. It's the NBA on 2K Sports, and let's talk the first half. Joel Embiid having an outstanding game. He had 12 points and 3 rebounds. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
You know, every team talks about playing unselfishly. And in the first half, it didn't look like there was an ego on this team. Now, looks could be deceiving, but the assist total back up what we saw.
And Shaq, how about what you saw from the Hawks?
Whatever their game plan was defensively coming in, that needs to change. You can't let a team shoot for a percentage in the high 50s and expect to come out on top. It's on the coaches and the players to adjust.
And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for for the start of the third period.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. What else can you say? Joel Embiid, an impressive effort here today.
You just love his patience offensively in the first half. Waited until he got the looks he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, this second half could turn out to be a great one, as both teams trying to gain an edge. Curry and Green, the 2 and the 3. Harris and Embiid, the big men inside. And it's Maxey in at the point. That's the group on the floor for Philadelphia. Offensive rebound, Embiid. And then Embiid with the dunk.
You know, there's only so much you can do against Embiid, guys. I mean, he's such a terrifically skilled offensive player with great size. I mean, he plays pretty much through any kind of contact.
Young can't hit. The Sixers leading.
You know, many people refer to Embiid as the best big in the league right now, and largely because there isn't a hole in his game. I mean, he does a lot of everything, and as big as he is, his agility and shooting touch is off the charts.
Now here's Harris. Offensively, he's been a force. He's putting up around 19 points a game.
Nice timing on these jumps. He's somewhat on the small side for a power forward, but he just never gives up.
Here's Young. To the inside. And the slam dunk by Capella.
Oh, I like how Capella stays one step ahead of the posse on defense. Has a real good sense of body control.
And Clark, you look at the evolution of Embiid's game. Really speaks to his intense work ethic.
I agree with you because he's had several injuries now, yet he has not wasted that time rehabbing because he's developed his skills in the process. He said surgeries after surgeries, at some point I wanted to quit, but his heart was too big for that, and his game is showing the fruit of his work.
Well, the grimace of pain tells it all. He's hurt. Let's hope he's okay.
And you guys know that this is something every player worries about, no matter your age or your ability.
Yeah, you know, aside from some of the player protection rules, which have been of benefit, a lot of it just comes down to what the body can withstand.
And the 76ers with some changes. Drummond comes in for Embiid, and it's Thibault in for Green. Here's Maxey. That one falls, coming off a Drummond feed. Drummond's got 3 assists now in this one.
You know, as you add experience, you start to see the floor better. That was a sweet find by Drummond.
Now here's Young. He's got 12. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Here's Herder. Good work defensively by Drummond. The 76ers have gotten 3 of 6 shots to fall so far in the third. Pass to Harris, to the middle. Inside, here's Maxey. Misses off the right iron. The Hawks trailing. A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Lets it go from 11. Here's Luwawu-Cabarrot. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in the game. Pass to Maxey. Back to Harris. Over Herder. And it's off the back of the rim. No good. The Hawks have got just 2 of 6 in the second half. And it's Capella with the jam.
And Young isn't just a scorer. He also takes pleasure in creating opportunities for others.
Drummond up top. And Clint Capella picks up the foul. That's his first foul. And the 76ers with some changes. Niang, he's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Curry. And Milton subbed in for Maxey. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Reddish is checked in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. A little under 3.5 minutes off the clock now in the third quarter. Here's Milton. That's short off the rim. And for the Hawks, they're shooting the rock around 43% since the third quarter began. Back to Young. To the inside. And it's Capella with the jam. And it's amazing. Neither team has been able to hold the lead for any length of time.
Yeah, these guys are leaving it all on the floor tonight.
Thibault, that's good.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
Milton against Young. Over Milton. Oh, it's blocked. It deflects off the backboard. Here's Reddish. Pass to Capella. Second chance shot. The putback. It's good on the putback. Capella's got 12 points in the game.
One reason this game is so tight is because both teams are hitting the boards with reckless abandon.
The battle to a standstill on the boards has really been something to watch, and the game's not over yet. We'll see if one of these teams maintains more energy than the other going down the stretch.
All right, let's see what the Atlanta Hawks have coming up. On Saturday, they're off to New York to face off with the Knicks. And then on Monday, they'll be matching up against DeMar DeRozan and the Chicago Bulls.
Checking out their schedule, they've got a tough run of games coming up, but quality opponents are a great chance for you to see how well your team can truly perform.
And that one falls for Drummond. Well, Grant, at this point in his career, I think it's safe to say Andre Drummond will go down as one of the game's premier rebounders.
Yeah, you just don't call him a specialist because there's a lot more to Drummond's game than just rebounding. Rim protection, points in the paint. He does just about everything you want in a big man. When he's on the floor, he lightens the load on every other member of their front court.
Good on both. The Hawks have gone 5 of 11 in this third quarter. Right, the pass to Williams. A minute 9 left in the third quarter. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Williams.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
And we just got a second look there at an exceptional mobile one block.
Oh, terrific defensive intensity right there. Getting stops like that is crucial for them right now.
The 76ers making a switch here. Green is checked in. Close game here in Philadelphia. Here's Niang. Right now contributing around 10.5 points a game. Here's Korkmaz. And off the left side of the rim, it swirls in for him. Korkmaz has gotten his first bucket of the night. Well, the Hawks shooting is around 55% so far. Right, the pass to Gallinari. Williams from long range hits the trifecta. Williams has gotten himself going here. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Green against Williams. Outside Milton. Throws it up high. And Drummond with the jam.
Showing off some mobility there. When Drummond rolls like this, he's hard to stop in pick and rolls.
Pass to Reddish. 17 seconds left in the third quarter. Good.
If the defender is giving him that much space, the points are inevitable.
And here's Milton. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Three-pointer. And they'll get another chance. Drummond off target with the shot. That's the end of the third, and it's tied up. And time to step away quickly, but we'll be back in no time with the start of the fourth quarter. A chance now to hear Nate McMillan talking to his team moments ago.
We got to stop that ball. All right, you got to control that ball, man and zone. We got to get down, guys. Bend your legs and get stopped. Keep these guys in front of you.
And Nate McMillan trying to get them locked in on defense.
Well, that's where it starts, controlling penetration.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. And it's time for an injury report. All right, let's get an update on Joel Embiid. What's the status, Allie?
Hey guys, the head athletic trainer of the 76ers was able to update me on the situation. He shared with me that it's a sprain to the elbow. They've got plenty of ice on it right now to hopefully keep the inflammation down. As we approach and enter the midway point of the season, interesting to see just how this impacts them in the standings.
Okay, Allie, thank you. Boy, this injury definitely looks like it could be serious, guys.
Here's hoping it's not, but yeah, this team may have to get used to playing without him for a bit.
And in the training room, guys, I mean, that is not going to be an easy injury to bounce back from.
Fourth quarter, on the floor for the Hawks. We've got Clint Capella, Danilo Gallinari out there with Cam Reddish. Then there's Lou Williams, and it's Wright in at the point guard. Pass to Capella. Shot clock at 3. The steal! Fourth quarter still young, just over a minute played. The drive by Korkmaz. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. Right with the ball. Back to Gallinari. He takes it in. Philadelphia grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Green in the post. Pounded by Wright. And that one's good. Green's got his first points in this one.
Defensively, they've got to get more bodies in the paint. That's 3 straight field goals from below the free throw line.
Always a threat to score. Williams draws defensive attention. I mean, that allows him to set up his teammates.
Philadelphia calls timeout.
And your Sixers, Nasty.
So for the Hawks, Collins, he's checked in for Gallinari. Herder comes in for Williams. And it's Young in for Wright. And let's send it over to Allie LaForce.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers' huddle. He pleaded with the guys to stay composed, saying, quote, "Don't try to be a hero out there. We've practiced these situations, and we've got to trust one another. If we do that down the stretch, we win this game. Go get it."
As always, Allie, we thank you. Now here's Young. Pass to Herder. And out of bounds, the 76ers will take it. Thibault, he's checked in for the Sixers. The 76ers have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Harris with it, picked up by Collins. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair.
And for those of you who have followed Harris, he's been in the league a decade now. Doesn't seem like it's been that long, but it has been, and he's rock solid.
And over his 10 years, Clark, Harris has been remarkably reliable.
Yeah, he's as consistent as they come, B.A. He's going to score the ball, he'll rebound, he'll defend. I think he's better now at just making the next pass, and he does it all with a high degree of efficiency.
The first free throw is good.
You know, over time, I think Harris has become really good at accepting more responsibility, and that's part of learning how to be a leader.
And Harris drops them both.
A low-maintenance star. I mean, Harris gives you the greatness without the ego. Really a coach's dream.
Now here's Herder, down low. And Capella gets it to go.
Encouraging signs for him after starting the game poorly. He's picked it up here in the second half.
Harris against Collins. They grab their own miss. Nice work on the boards, paying off for the basket. Harris has got 4 points this quarter.
Yeah, you know, Harris is an active player. I mean, he's smooth and he's skilled, but he's also a guy that's got some grit and grind to him as well and gets in there and keeps possessions alive.
Man, where's the effort on the defensive end? You got to play harder than that.
Yeah, you know, it's made for a fun game, but you're right. You're exactly right. I mean, the defense has been non-existent.
Now here's Thibault. Outside, Green. 5 on the clock. Harris, no good. Excellent D there from Capella. And because of his versatility, Grant, Harris can play alongside anyone in any lineup, in my opinion.
Well, I agree, B.A. I mean, big wing players who can shoot have never been more valuable. Harris can stretch you out. He can go back to the basket, and he can run the floor. It's winning time, and that's a winning play.
The Hawks have got 3 of 6 shots to go in this fourth quarter. Now a timeout called by Atlanta. To present the New Balance Player of the Game, Trae Young.
What an unbelievable offensive performance from him tonight. I mean, it's been crazy fun to watch him just go off. I mean, the defense had no chance. He just kept scoring over and over again.
Reed's checked in for Thibault. Right side, Young. Now here's Herder. He's covered by Curry. Pass to Reddish. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Hawks need to get one up here. And a foul call on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line.
And, you know, Capella has a big body, Kevin, and knows how to use it as he draws contact from the defense on his way up.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the 76ers.
Well, their passing has been picturesque, a thing of beauty in both halves. More than a few of their baskets have come off assists.
And another thing, they're doing a great job of getting inside and converting around the rim. I really love their aggressiveness.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
And, you know, one of the things you admire most about Clint Capella is that he plays to his strengths. He doesn't do stuff that he can't do. An athletic big man who, in that way, is similar to DeAndre Jordan.
Drummond's checked in for the Sixers. And a tough break as his second attempt is no good at the line.
And by missing that free throw, now a 3 could even the score. Not ideal.
Harris passes to Curry. Here he goes. Uses the glass on the layup.
Shots like this prove Seth Curry is unafraid when it comes to taking big shots.
Young with it. Green picks him up. And it's Capella with the jam.
So good to see the role players stepping up in big moments. That's a big basket for Clint Capella.
there. Harris misses. The Hawks have gone 4 of 7 from the field in the fourth quarter. And Young, here we go. Ooh, he's found his rhythm. 7 for 10 and counting.
You can tell his hustle inspires the entire squad. He really gets everyone so amped up.
Collins against Harris. Pass to Maxey. Oh, there's the alley.
No sign of nervousness at all from Drummond. Coming through with big points when they had to have them.
Outside Young. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
There you go. Relentless pursuit of the ball. I love it. He never stopped working.
Harris against Collins. Back to Harris. To the paint. That one doesn't drop. So Atlanta will take it the other way. Right side Young. Shoots over Maxey.
Oh, it falls! Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
Cool, calm, collected, and confident in the biggest moment of the game. Yes.
Time called here. The 76ers decide to talk it over. They're behind by 1. 29 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
And, Greg, the outcome tonight could come down to the big men up front.
And versatility will be a key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it and stretch the floor, I think, will be the ones that end up on top.
Looking at the starting 5 for the Atlanta Hawks. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. And it's Luwawu in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Hawks heading on the board first. Here's Maxey. Rebounded by the Hawks. Here's Luwawu. Pass to Young. To the middle. Capella, the pass to Herter. Down low. Here's Young. And the rejection by Embiid. Green taking his time here. And there's the pass to Maxey. To the inside. There's Embiid. He can't get that one. So the Hawks will take it the other way. Last game matched up with the Magic. A tough loss there.
Yeah, you could see they were pressing in that one, and the shooting percentages dipped because of it.
Yeah, I'll say anytime you're having trouble getting over that 40% field goal mark, it's probably not going to be your night.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often. And along with terrific production, Harris is an interesting team leader, very positive in his approach.
And no good. Good work defensively by Capella.
No, it's early, but going 0 for 4 to start a game can make a team get a little bit tight.
Pass to Herter. 6 on the shot clock. Here's Luwawu, headed by Green. The offensive rebound, and that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
How about that? John Collins with some footwork down low. That looked like it's been practiced in the offseason.
And Greg, Harris has grown more vocal as his comfort level on the team has risen.
And Kevin, he's always had it in him. Now that he's a veteran, he's earned the right. He always seems to bring the guys together.
The first free throw is good.
It's exciting to think about how much more John Collins might grow as a player. His shooting is obviously strong, but he's always working towards reaching that next level as a player.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Greg, when you think about areas where John Collins is sharpening his game, the defensive end of the floor jumps to mind.
Yeah, and Kevin, that defense is something he's working on, and he's already made big strides. I know he's ready to put in the work to reach his ultimate potential.
Harris, another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here.
Yeah, slow start right now. 5 straight misses to get this one going.
Kicks it out to Collins. Out of bounds. Philadelphia takes possession. Now let's take a look at some of the numbers for Trae Young. And the 76ers decide to take their first time out here. They beat the Hawks during their last encounter in Atlanta.
And they scratched out a close win the last time these two teams met. I think their ability to attack and create foul trouble for the opposition was a real factor.
Well, it was, because they got to play a lot of the second half against the second unit. The guys that ordinarily would have been out there were stuck on the bench with all those fouls.
Chance to look at stats for Curry. A strong stretch of play the last 10 games. Averaging 17 points per game, 4 assists, and 3 rebounds. And you look at the numbers he's been putting up. Fantastic scoring production from him.
Yeah, hard to ask for anything more at this point. He's really stepped up, and he's really delivered.
And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That's on Clint Capella.
And how about the poise from Embiid? Gets fouled, but stays with the shot and able to get that one in the air.
Last season, Embiid posted career highs as a scorer. And, Greg, he did it with unbelievable efficiency.
And how about hovering around that coveted 50-40-90 club? What's amazing is how comfortable he looks. The defense is never able to speed him up.
And he knocks down the first one. And, Greg, when it comes to load management, why do we see more of it now than when you play?
Well, for me, the science of sport has evolved. And it's not just the athlete. It's the technology and the science that goes into making a better athlete. That's why you're seeing load management far more acceptable to the masses now, understanding that this is about the long game.
Now, here is Young. He averages over 27 points a game and seems to always find a way to score.
Length plus agility, great recipe for blocking shots. Embiid's one of the best to do it.
And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile one block.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
And the Hawks making a change here. Reddish is checked in. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Here's Young. Makes good on the step-back jumper.
I just think anytime Trae Young finds some daylight, he starts to think about looking towards the rim.
Curry passes to Harris. with the drive and slam dunk by Harris.
And the one-hand slam just looks so pretty when it's in his hand and he's the one doing the slam.
Agreed. He is smooth as silk, even on a power finish. Here's Huerter. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Capella, it's good on the putback.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Now, here's Maxey. Outside, Green. He feeds it to Embiid. Atlanta with the rebound. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
You know, he might want to think about deferring for a while. He's had his chances this quarter, but just not able to convert.
Huerter passes to Capella. It's hauled in by the 76ers. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
Yeah, I felt like they attacked, but with a purpose. They knew what they wanted to accomplish coming in.
And talking with the coaching staff, they said in that game they did a great job of not settling. Keep working the ball around, finding the best look. Let's see if they can keep that up.
Now, here's Reddish. After the miss from Joel Embiid. And Young kicks to Reddish. Lock at 6. Atlanta needs to get off a shot here. Huerter, no good.
And he rushed that one, no doubt about it. The D out of position, you could see the frustration on his face.
Harris. Collins with some nice D. And here's Collins. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Here's Reddish. And Embiid pulls it down. The 76ers trail by 5. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
What a great option he gives them on every possession.
Now, here is Young. Feeds it to Capella. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Well, we know that Trae Young is a phenomenal passer, which is why you just can't leave him open like that.
Maxey passes to Green. Out left to the wing. Embiid inside. Capella covering. And there's the basket. Whistle blows and a chance for a three-point play. Going to the line for 1.
And right from the start, Kevin, they've been pounding the glass. Most of those 50-50 balls also going their way.
This is his 3rd free throw attempt of the game.
In their last contest, guys, he was unconscious from the foul line.
Here's what Philadelphia's going with right now. George Niang, he's checked in for Tobias Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey.
Really an underrated part of Embiid's game. Excellent as a foul shooter for a 7-footer, so you just can't hack away at it.
Now Williams. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game. Right from outside, and the last second attempt doesn't fall. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Hawks lead by 2. Live from Philadelphia, you're watching 2K Sports. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Well, from what you guys are seeing from the Hawks, what are you thinking about their performance?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
And it's the 76ers with the ball. Trailing by 2. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington, where they'll face the Wizards. And that one will start off a 3-game road trip for the team. This is how the floor looks for the Hawks starting the second quarter. They've got Clint Capella. White is out there with Lou Williams. Then it's Reddish. And it's Gallinari in at the 4-man position. That one is good from Joel Embiid.
You see that nasty streak Embiid possesses. Part of why he's a superstar. Great motor.
Now, here is Gallinari. At the top of the key, Williams. It's right on the wing. 6 to shoot. Pass to Capella. Over Milton. And it's Capella missing. The 76ers shooting a pretty sorry 29% from the floor here. Milton with it. Right on him. Embiid, no good. Just over a minute gone here in the second quarter. Well, the backstory of Clint Capella is interesting, as he was only the second player, Greg, from Switzerland to make it to the NBA.
Yeah, Kevin, you know, you don't think of basketball right away when you think of Switzerland, but the game has grown so much in Europe over the years. Guys like Capella, who might have gone into soccer at one point, are now gravitating towards hoops.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. The Sixers have improved under Doc Rivers, who helped to define roles. Rivers said, I did that day one. We're playing through Joel, but Ben is the facilitator. And Simmons said, Doc's holding everybody accountable. It's about staying focused and not getting distracted. We have to stay locked in. Kevin, back to you.
Well, they've got the talent for sure, D.A. Thank you. Now here's Drummond. He averages a bit over 6 points a game. We're now about 2 minutes into the second quarter. Williams scanning the floor. Nice concentration to hit the double clutch layup.
Well, even when you get physical with Lou Williams, he'll use that against you. Keeps his balance that time.
Chang against Drummond. Getting the pass to Drummond. And it's Drummond with the jam.
What elevation. He's a smaller but still determined big man. And he likes mixing it up with his impressive vert.
Second quarter of play with almost 3 minutes gone. Williams can't hit. The 76ers trail. And here now is Thibault. No points in the game yet for him. Milton kicks to Niang. And Drummond throws it down.
A huge target on alley-oops. Throw it towards Drummond, and he'll take care of the rest.
Now here's Wright. Jang high post. Good D by Drummond. Thibault with the ball. Driving in. A miss that time would have put him up for Atlanta. They've gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Here's Luwawu. The basket is good off the assist from Williams. And the Hawks lead by 2. And down the road, Greg, which current player might make for the best coach?
Well, I'm always partial to the point guard. And if you're looking for leadership, man, Chris Paul, Mike Conley, those guys I think are destined to coach. I think LeBron would be a great one as well, but I got a sneaky suspicion he'd just rather hold the team.
Timeout called the 76ers. And what a career it's been for Lou Williams. You forget just how long, Greg, he's produced at this level.
And how about came into the league at 19. A decade and a half later, he's still an incredible scorer. Longevity like that isn't easy to come by.
The 76ers will go for a different look here. Harris is checked in for George Niang. Green comes in for Korkmaz. Seth Curry, he's checked in for Matisse Thybulle. And Maxey subbed in for Shake Milton. Then for the Hawks, Collins checked in for Gallinari. Kevin Huerter comes in for Lou Williams. Young is subbed in for Wright. Here's Drummond. Another shot. And it's Drummond with the jam.
And that's 280 pounds crashing the glass. Drummond bullying his way there on that second chance bucket.
Here's Luwawu. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That is his first foul of the game.
Yeah, that's a tough call right there, and really a tough break for the D.
There's 1:54 left in the first half of basketball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Young. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got 4 rebounds in this game. Pass to Maxey. Here's Drummond. He has 6. Kicks it to Harris. Lobbed up there for Drummond. Nice catch and finish on the alley-oop.
Well, for Tobias Harris to take this step, getting away from scoring and finding teammates to become a more adept passer, it's good signs.
Now, here is Young. Misses for the 5th time this game. Mark him at 1 for 6. To the paint, here's Drummond. And a great assist by Curry as that one goes in. Drummond's got the lead up to 4 now for the 76ers. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Collins dishes to Young. Back to Collins. Here's Luwawu, covered by Green. Baseline Jay on the way, and Philadelphia grabs the miss. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Tyrese Maxey. That'll be his second foul of the game.
Yeah, way to get there first and be willing to absorb the contact.
Embiid, he's checked in for the 76ers. And then for Atlanta, Clint Capella, he's checked in for Jack. And it's Reddish in for Luwawu-Cabarrot. Reddish kicks to Collins. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Yes, it's a fall. The bucket from Huerter.
He's shooting that with tons and tons of confidence. Huerter with another catch-and-shoot basket.
And here's Maxey. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Out to the right wing. Here's Embiid. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in.
And really, this is the role of Capella. To come out, play that strong defense, and alter as many shots as possible.
Andre Drummond has been on display for the 76ers. He got into double digits for the quarter with 10 points total. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille O'Neal and Kenny the Jet Ski. For the 76ers, the first quarter was pretty even. Some good moments from both teams, but as the first period wrapped up, they trailed by 2. They gained a little ground there in the second quarter. And from what we saw so far from the 76ers, Kenny, what's your takeaway?
They came out as the more physical team. You could tell they put an emphasis on winning the battle of the boards. All of these bodies crashing the glass and giving them a physical and a middle edge.
And over to the big fella, your thoughts on the Hawks.
They've been poor offensively. Under 40%, they need to stop setting. Stay patient. Move the ball around them. Find better looks. It's hard to score in this league. You got to work for it.
And that's going to do it for us here. The second half of action is coming your way.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Andre Drummond has been sensational.
Yeah, and early on, he has been feasting in the paint, and you have to think they're going to keep feeding the big fella.
Oh, man, pouring it on right now, and why wouldn't you?
The 76ers leading. Third quarter action getting rolling right now. Brought to you by Gatorade. All fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. Taking a look at the 76ers. Outside the wings are Curry and Green. Down on the block, it's Harris and Embiid. And it's Maxey in at the 1.
And for a big man, Embiid sees the floor as well as any big. Recognizes when one of his guys has an opening for a shot.
Now, here is Young. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Embiid's got 8 rebounds in this game.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Popped up there for Embiid. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
And you put the ball anywhere within a 3-foot radius of the rim, and Embiid's going to go get it. And he's also coming with bad intentions.
Now, here's Collins. He's been putting up the points on a very steady basis, averaging around 17.5 points a game.
You've got to try to scramble the Jets right here and get that guy off the sweet spot. That's one of the best three-point shooters in the league.
And here is Green, following the three-pointer by Trae Young. And there's the feed to Embiid. Shoots over Capella, and there's Embiid. That's good on the assist by Green. Embiid's got 4 this quarter.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
Now the pass to Young. That one's rebounded by Embiid. Embiid's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Harris finds Embiid. Curry deciding where to go with it. 5 on the clock. The 76ers need to get off a shot. Fades away. Misses off the right iron.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Here's Luwawu. Inside. Here's Herter. He can't hit that time. Now the 76ers take it the other way.
And they're 1 of 4 here to start the second half. And you have to love how eager Kevin Herter is to make an impact for his team.
The roles that he plays, GA, are quite special. I mean, he is a good shooter, but last year we saw a lot of growth in his playmaking ability. He's able to stay on the floor and defend guys at his position. So he has a great IQ on that end of the floor, and his game continues to grow.
And we know how good Embiid is at drawing fouls, especially in the painted area. He welcomes the contact.
The free throw drops for Embiid. And the 76ers will go for a different look here. George Niang, he's checked in for Harris. Korkmaz comes in for Danny Green. Matisse Thybulle's checked in for Seth Curry. And it's Shake Milton in for Maxey. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Gorgui Dieng's checked in for Clint Capella. Gallinari comes in for Luwawu Cabarrot. Lou Williams is checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's DeLon Wright in for Young. Now here's Williams, defended by Thybulle. Williams passes to Collins. Over Thybulle. And Philadelphia grabs the miss.
And hard work on the glass. Once again, guys, they put a lot of effort and focus on the backboard.
Here's Williams. The lead pass was put in just the right spot. Williams has got his second basket of the game.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
Niang passes to Korkmaz. Pass to Embiid. Gallinari with the steal. And now here comes Williams leading the break. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
When we talk about Lou Williams being one of those herky-jerky players, unpredictable at how he's going to score, but he will score.
And Lou Williams, always a threat off the bench, has had the right mindset for playing six-man really his whole career.
And as that career sort of is in the twilight, I don't think that mentality for Lou changes, where he wants to come in and impact the game, especially on the offensive end. And maybe he wins you 2 or 3 games during the regular season that takes you from a team that might not have home court to one that does. And maybe one of those magical nights happens in the postseason for Lou Williams.
And the first one drops.
And what sets Lou Williams apart right now is his confidence. This guy is a gunner who comes in and believes that he's going to score. He often does.
Andre Drummond's checked in for Joel Embiid. And the Hawks making a change here as well. Reddish, he's checked in for Jang. And Williams drops them both.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Thibault kicks to Korkmaz. Drummond passes to Milton. Over right. Here's Drummond. Rebounded by the Hawks. Collins has got 4 rebounds now tonight. Gallinari dishes to Williams. Pass to Collins. Back to Williams. Right outside. Shoots the 3. The rebound by Niang. The 76ers leading by 4. Milton kicks to Thibault. Passes it to Drummond. Unable to get that one. Some solid defense from Gallinari. Lobbed up there for Collins. Here's Korkmaz, guarded by Wright. Pass to Niang. Back to Korkmaz. Thibault on the wing. He's guarded by Williams. 6 on the shot clock. Now here's Thibault, guarded by Wright. The Hawks trail by 4. They get a hand on it. It's stolen by Milton. 43 seconds left in the third. And the pass to Korkmaz. Drops in the tray.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Wright finds Williams. So here's Gallinari. There's 18 seconds left in the third. Shot clock at 5. Here's Collins. And it's Philadelphia with the rebound. Drummond's got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Korkmaz. Misses the shot. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. 76ers on top, up by 7. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with this feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's what great passing will do for you right there, dissecting the defense with that play.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. On the court for Atlanta, Collins and Capella make up the inside pair. At the guard positions, Young and Herter. And it's Reddish in at the small forward position. Now, here is Young over Maxey. Shot is good, and the 76ers lead is cut down to 5 on the bucket from Young.
That stroke looks so good from Trae Young.
Pass to Harris. Into the lane.
Yeah, good job to take him right at the knee.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for Philadelphia.
They keep piling up the assists, and they haven't cooled off at all.
The other thing they've done is had penetrating passes inside, in the interior, plenty of points in the paint.
That's good from Harris.
I feel like Tobias Harris's confidence has grown over the past couple seasons, especially on the offensive end. Very capable of taking advantage of smaller defenders.
And the 76ers making a change here. Green's checked in. And Harris drops them both.
And if they continue, Kevin, their outstanding free throw shooting, that'll help them seal the deal.
Young looking around. That shot off the mark. And it's Philadelphia the other way.
It wouldn't surprise me to see him find his touch and still be a factor. Don't count them out yet.
Curry against Capella. And Capella sends it back.
Opponents have to be careful when Capella is in the area. What an impressive display of timing.
And for old school sitters like Andre Drummond, the modern NBA posing some challenges, he's not quite the floor spacer.
Well, he's not, but still on the defensive end, I think, GA, if you have a guy that kind of size and that kind of athleticism against certain teams that play another compact big, he becomes a guy to clog up the lane, block shots, and still be a deterrent on the inside.
No good on the free throw.
If you look at the leaders in rebounding, it's almost a sure thing that Drummond's name is going to be near the top of that list. That's the kind of impact on the boards he's made over his career.
And no good on the second free throw, so he goes 0 for 2 there. And Greg, when it comes to players who've led the league in rebounding, very few have done it as many times as Drummond.
And the guys that have done it more than twice, like Andre, have got some good news for him. Every one of them is either in the Hall of Fame or soon will be.
And the Hawks with possession here after the Sixers pick up 2. Bobbed up there for Collins. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Man, so impressive. Collins way up for that one.
Passes it to Drummond. Good work defensively by Capella. The Hawks trail by 7. Young outside. He kicks to Reddish. Pass to Herter. The pass to Young. Clock at 4. From deep. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Got it. Good job in the low post. Harris has got the lead up to 9 now for the 76ers.
Tobias Harris showing a little floater that time.
And Young, here we go. Count that bucket. Young's got 4 points now in the quarter.
He's shaking off that slow start, giving them a boost here in the second.
And the 76ers call time here. And during this timeout, I'm sure they'll be hydrating themselves with Gatorade. All the effort out there on the floor. And these timeouts can be such a huge factor in getting a short rest and recharging the battery. Joel Embiid. He's checked in for Andre Drummond. Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Well, during the break, I listened in on Doc Rivers talking to the team. He talked about the mindset they need to have and what he wants to see the rest of the way. Engagement at both ends and making good decisions with the ball. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Collins passes to Young. Embiid against Collins. Here he goes. Harris trying to get free. And Embiid with the block.
A good job by him on the glass here tonight. +8 in that department.
No, sir. Collins sending that one away.
To the middle. Here's Capella. And the rejection by Embiid. Now, here's Maxey. Pass to Harris. Outside curve. Here's Embiid. And the layup's good off the glass. And the 76ers lead by 9.
And the strength of Embiid oftentimes just overwhelms the defense. Able to absorb physical coverage and still finish.
Shots good from Young.
Now how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Here's Maxey. Passes to Embiid. And they double up Embiid from deep. And that one's good. Maxey. Maxey's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And so it's Young who brings it up for the Hawks. It's a 10-point game. And finished off by Collins.
And how about the communication between teammates on that alley-oop?
And that's what you need to pull that thing off. To the paint. Here's Embiid. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And you've got to admire the toughness that Embiid plays with. He doesn't let fouls stop him from scoring.
Joel Embiid.
The free throw drops for Embiid. The Hawks trail by 11. Young outside. Here's the floater. And the layup is up and in. Young's got 11 in the second half.
Ridiculous handles there. How effective is he at creating opportunities?
Pass to Maxey. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Maxey's got the lead up to 11 now for the 76ers. Atlanta calls timeout. They're trailing by 11. 1:22 left in the fourth quarter. Take a look at the New Balance player of the game, Joel Embiid.
And he's been out there doing his thing, just dominating on the glass. There aren't many players who put more into their rebounding than he does. And we saw that again tonight. Nobody could match his effort on the board.
What a connection he has to these fans. They love him here. And the more he has games like this, the deeper that connection gets. Now here's Green. After the miss from Trae Young. Green. Again, Philadelphia.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for the 76ers.
Two great rebounding teams.
And these guys worked just a little bit harder tonight, and that was the edge they needed.
So looking at the season total, this will be their 17th win.
They were really smart in the use of that game plan tonight. Used it in their first 2 games against this team, which equaled to 2 wins. And when you look back at this one, what an amazing performance this was for
Joel Embiid.
And what the way he came out energized on the defensive end in particular, getting a hand on a lot of shots, that really got them rolling.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
A huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
Gets it to fall. The bucket from Huerter.
Herter's going to make you pay if you give him that much room.
Now Kerr. So it's the 76ers winning this one easily. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. And I think they built off that edge of being here and play with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
Well, folks, that's going to do it for now. So for David Aldridge, Greg Anthony, Brent Barry, and the whole 2K Sports crew, this is Kevin Harlan thanking you for being with us. So long, everyone.